The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends in matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. There's no holds barred stipulation. Who do you think it favors? CM Punk or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
My money would normally be on Austin, who excels at ruthlessly stomping mud holes in the competition. But CM Punk is a very creative individual. Leave it to Punk to dream up the most dastardly, ingenious ways to utilize this stipulation and put Stone Cold in a world of hurt.
First up top, all the way to the outside.
Betting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize. Not sure what Austin is after here, looking under the ring.
He's got a chair, but I don't think he's looking to take a seat. Of course we keep backs under the ring, in case a pickup game breaks out.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
Austin is just stomping Punk down without any hesitation.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now. Showing Punk the door here.
First up top. You gotta be kidding me.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy. And a well-timed counter. When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattle...
Perched up top, all the way down to the floor.
A little bit of instant regret being felt here, I'm sure. Leaping to your own doom like that.
Boom, what impact.
This is a moment you don't often see from CM Punk. The fight is leaving his body as Austin continues his assault. Big impact on that gourd buster. Hard to not reach a place of desperation at this point. This just may be the only way to survive this match now.
Getting back into the ring now. He's headed out to the ringside area.
A little cockiness here from Punk. The steel chair, a classic for very good reason.
And now Austin backs into the ring.
Man, Punk's face is really starting to show the damage of this match.
God Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That's
now a takedown into a small package, tightly hooked.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Sent into the corner.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
Buster. Austin setting it up.
Oh, that will break your face.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin up?
Kick, wow! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stunner! Austin going big! Stunner! Austin got all of it! Austin going big! Stunner! Stone Cold with a stunner!
That has to be the one that ends this.
He's still in this fight.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
Anger is starting to show on the face of Austin. I think the Rattlesnake will do anything to close this out.
I expected this match to be hell.
He wants to end this for the win.
Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Stone Cold Steve Austin, still the toughest, meanest SOB around. Even CM Punk couldn't get the better.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope! Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva Lo Asa, my friend.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be launching. Oh, man! You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight. And a series of vicious stomps.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stomp someone like that.
Quick evasion from him there. Drop kick connects.
CM Punk is looking for the quick pin. He kicks out before two.
Solid one count, but not there yet.
Counter by CM Punk. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. but Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft.
From the top. Oh! CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the... Oh, what are they going to do here? Oh, the clover leaf! Check out the torque on the back. And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of wills now, not where he wants to be at all, but Punk found an opening.
Beautiful neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Looking to go up high.
Up high!
Oh, man.
Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this
From the top. Diving double axe handle. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Punk formulating a move.
Driver.
Spiked him. That's the WWE equivalent of a helmet-to-helmet hit right there.
Ouch. Well-placed kick. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
And misses on the springboard.
Moving into the ring. And Punk gets countered there. Drop kick from behind. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. Check out the springboard.
Caught off with a savage clothesline.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better.
There goes Guerrero.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year. From the top.
He lands hard.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
And Eddie pays for leaving an opening. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit.
From way up, diving double axe handle. Tonight, a clash of epic egos as CM Punk takes on Eddie Guerrero in front of a thunderous Chicago crowd.
Takeoff! Crossbody from the top! Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy. Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
What's he planning here?
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here, but I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that.
Kick to the knee. La Maestro cradle, perfectly applied.
Only a 1 count before the kick out.
There's plenty of fight left in it.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got. Breathtaking head scissor takedown.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better.
Driver!
Spiked him. I am not exaggerating when I say careers have been ended by less.
All right, Hurricanrana.
Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Float over neckbreaker.
Picture perfect. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Oh, did you hear the impact? And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Oh, an exploder suplex. Oh, my goodness. What a double-handed chop.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent. Blast off! Knees up, had that telegraph, but can it be capitalized on?
And that failed to hit the mark.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Taking steps toward the top rope.
Blast off!
Wow! Cross body!
From the top rope!
Oh, nobody home for that one. I don't know why on earth you'd risk that at this point in the match.
What's CM Punk thinking?
Driver. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
Time to go for a ride.
Oh, an exploder suplex. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Taking flight. Body on body.
Wow.
What's he got planned for him? Oh, what a clothesline.
Great wherewithal to dodge there.
And that one busted Eddie up good.
Move!
Oh, what a kick.
He cinches Eddie in.
Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Eddie with a reversal. Guerrero might be waking up.
Prime opportunity now for Eddie to get some separation and gather himself. Eddie's got Punk seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after that one.
Manages to reverse it.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
CM Punk headed to the top rope. Look at the high frog splash.
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, down with a GTS. That's gonna keep Guerrero down. Punk's had enough, he's looking to end this here. Go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Up high. Oh, coming down from way up top. Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet.
Ooh! A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Guerrero needs to better assess the situation to turn this around. Good reflexes from him there.
Boom!
Guerrero avoids the attack.
Running Hurricane Rana! Mangling the face!
Going right in the solar plexus. Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
He lets his opponent out of the submission. Oh, turns it around and has the pin. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Zayn.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fantasy time
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights. But now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
Sit-out crucifix powerbomb.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a from the sky.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
And he's going back to the top.
Taking flight. Spectacular diving hurricane. Hurricane Rana.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Here we go. Missile drop kick. Just putting their body in danger time and time again.
Landing the crossbody.
Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some...
Look at this. A slingshot cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
Crucifix powerbomb! Spinning kick to the gut.
Turned inside out. Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
And he goes for the pin.
We have a cover, but the ref is in no state to start the count. Forced into the corner and needs... to stay on the defensive.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece. With a time limit...
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back.
The goal sleep GTS from Punk.
Guerrero's on his last breath. We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Ooh, vicious kick to the spine.
Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat. Could be thinking about a powerbomb. Way up there. Driven down powerbomb. And that core area really getting lit up.
Picture-perfect drop kick. As we've seen so often, it's hard to find answers against Eddie, and Punk now knows that too.
From the top! Nobody does it better! Frog splash connects! Bam! And connects with the kick. Seeing more stars than on the Chicago flag after on the top. Frog splash. Guerrero has this in hand now.
A kick out. I don't believe it.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
What other option, what other choice does Eddie have now? A desperate Guerrero is a dangerous man.
2 men giving everything they have, their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither.
Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Here is your winner, Eddie
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H perched up top. A diving knee drop. Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Sky high. Down with force. Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Able to slip out of that situation.
And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age.
Incoming!
You gotta be kidding me! The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as... Here we go! Saw it coming. Triple H finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
But he needs to act fast if you really want...
Face first. Setting up. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Punk really wants to
Serves him right for running his mouth.
Splat! Triple H facing a beatdown.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
He gets into the ring. CM Punk headed to the top rope. Oh, she has back from the top.
Whoa, look out.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one. Veteran instincts from Triple H.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Oh, they're fighting pretty close to us now.
Meaning that's now as good a time as any for us to make ourselves scarce.
Driven under the steel.
That was a vicious landing. I don't think there's any coming back from that.
Incoming. Good Lord, taking flight.
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
Oh, into the steel step, simply no way to brace for that impact.
Taking things back into the ring. Nasty! The hardest part of the ring.
Punk avoids the attack.
He's heading back to the ring.
And the manager is searching under the ring. She could only be looking for something nefarious down there. Punk never saw that coming. Triple H covers. This has to do it. Quick shoulder up.
Showing no signs of wear or tear even as this match goes on.
Beautiful. Float neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Oh, man. And the confidence in Punk is growing. He can feel Triple H fading.
Got him where he wants him.
Up
And
Bam! Falcon arrow.
time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex.
And Punk wants more from his opponent. And now taking the chance to go to the outside, get a little bit of distance.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
Come on, stop this. Your point's met.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi. And
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here.
adjusting their opponent. CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh God. The plunge! Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? Cover!
Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match.
A man who had
The WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds.
An early pin attempt. The challenger wriggles out in one.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
And a long way down. Oh, that was a stiff shot with a kendo stick. CM Punk finds himself in a very tough spot here between Randy Orton and Batista. How can Punk keep his title dreams alive in this one?
Caution's the name of the game for Punk. He already wrestled one match tonight, so he's the soft target. He has to duck and dodge and only go on the offensive when it's as safe as possible.
All right, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Taking this fight back into the ring. Boston Crab, the legendary Boston Crab.
Trying to free himself, trips the ankle, and he's out. And kicks off his opponent.
Off the welts already forming from that kendo shot. And the champion doesn't want to be on the receiving end of that again. From way up. Climbing up to the top. Looking to go high risk.
Lift off. He's been outsmarted here.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista
looking to end things here and now.
Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Power bomb. Straight into the pin. Two. And a kick out at two.
He's just left everyone wondering, what more will it take?
Reversal from Batista.
Grabs the waistlock, but battling out now, punches to the
Face first. Set up. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
soaring. Oh, he misses the mark.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most blast off the mark. Fishing for something beneath the ring.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of it.
I can't believe Fury
From the top. Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
And Randy Orton from the sky. What's this? He's going back.
First up top.
a helter-skelter attitude here, getting to the bottom and going back to the top again and again.
Sent flying out of the ring here.
Incoming!
Batista checking under the ring now. God knows what.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition. Punk sidesteps out of that. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the program's Lovely little collector caps.
Whole opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As her good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it will look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be CM Punk looking to end things here.
Boom! GTS. The challenger might have it.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now...
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. A strong head scissors application, and now the elbows. Oof. Hooked up and boom! Backdrop suplex on a high angle right across the shoulders. Using the chair with no caution at all. Can Batista fight back from this? Does he still have the animal in him?
Taking full advantage of the fallen object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. This may be the challenger's moment.
Amazing!
If Batista just survived the best shot he's going to receive all night, I don't think there's any stopping.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Are we about to see a tight...
They might be able to put this one away right here.
He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30...
The following contest is a triple threat match.
The ape. This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this. Here we go! And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now. There is blood in the water.
You're talking about the heart of the Second City Saint, though. The chance to become the champion outweighs any lingering pain.
Triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight title between Randy Orton, Batista, and the man who fought his way into this match earlier tonight, CM Punk. Not sure what Randy is looking for under the apron.
And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out.
Put in the corner now.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Lands face first, going for the
for now.
No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Kendo stick impact.
Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury.
Oh, just bouncing off that ring post. What a gruesome sound we just heard.
Face first. Setting up.
The Koji clutches locked in.
Fighting the hold might only cost him more here.
Every second causing...
Wait, hold on. Look at this. And he's found a way out of the hold.
Batista looking to put this one to bed. Crashing down with a Samoan drop.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
Bulldog! And now heading back inside the ring.
The Animal looking for it. Here it comes.
Batista bomb!
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ. CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE. And if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. Through the air, and connects. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot?
Oh, man!
Just deadlifting right there. The power. Power slam. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the competition with that kendo stick.
And he tosses it back in now.
And Orton just with nowhere to turn on that exchange.
Orton has the momentum against him here.
Looks like Orton's struggling here.
Caught with the lariat.
Man, that is going to leave some serious welts.
Just ejected from the ring. Batista stepping up to the top.
Sky high. All the way to the outside. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off. The Animal looking for it. Here it comes.
Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second.
And he re-enters into the ring.
Man, that is going to leave some serious...
Here we go. He thinks this is it.
Kicks out before one.
Late in this one, and not even a one count.
No clue what he hopes to find down there.
The steel chair. Looks like he opted to go with the simple but effective statement here.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. And Batista pops the shoulder up.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
He's been put in a bind. Shoulder down. Could this be it?
Batista wins. Even with all the chaos, the Animal prevails.
The winner of this match and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Animal Batista.
What a night for Batista. Taking care of business in the ring and beating down both CM Punk and Randy Orton to win the WWE.